First of all, it's really important to realize that loneliness is a pandemic everywhere right now. It's the culture has generated a situation, and we're kind of victims of our own choices and decisions. We look for the comfort of independence, of being able to live my own life in my own way, and I want to be free, and I want to achieve my own goals and not need depend on anybody. And actually, that's one barrier that people have to be open to the gospel is the fact that they'll say, I have everything I need, I'm okay. And so it looks like a great way to live. It's what the culture portrays. It's what advertisement and films and music and social media posts portray as the way to live. But then we become victims of that because it generates a situation where we become more and more lonely. We don't know how to connect with people. We've forgotten what love really is. We say love is love, and you can make it up as you want. And so we don't know how to belong, how to have deep, real relationships. So it's something that affects all of society, all ages. But I think it does affect young people more strongly because they've grown up in this culture. It's become stronger over time, and they're immersed in it in a way where for some, maybe from another generation, you can look back and remember and say, I remember when things were different, or when we weren't always distracted by phones, and when relationships were different, there was more space for real community. But for the younger generation who've grown up in this environment, they don't even know that there's something else. So all they know is there's a deep sense of something missing. A deep sense of I don't know how to belong, and it generates despair. It generates a deep loneliness. And so we're shocked sometimes when we look at the statistics, oh wow, suicide rates so high, and why is there so much depression? Why is everybody getting diagnosed with depression and anxiety? And why are so many teens cutting themselves? That's weird. Where's this come from? It must be a demonic force. And well, it is, but it's our culture. It's our culture that's created this environment where we've made it void of the reality of God and of what love is and of what real relationships and community is. And so we've dropped our young people in an abyss and said, figure it out. You're all on your own. Be whoever you want to be. Just love is love. Love whoever you want. And it just leaves this space for deep loneliness. I think that on one hand is an urgent need for us to respond to. It's desperate. It's tragic, but at the same time, it's one of the biggest signs pointing to God. The fact that people feel lonely reminds them that, okay, well, maybe there's a reason for that. Maybe there's a reason I feel like I'm not supposed to be all alone. And the truth is they're not. That's what they need to hear. Young people today need to hear that they're not alone, that God is there for them, that they need the chance to be able to hear that in a way they can understand and to meet Him. And when they do, when it's communicated to them in a way they can understand, the impact is incredible because they see wow, there's something real, there's something that can heal the loneliness that we feel. So the gospel responds to that loneliness today.